You can trade the noise in your head for a quiet center today, not by escaping life, but by entering God. Scripture calls it rest for your souls. Jeremiah 6:16. If your thoughts feel like a crowded freeway, stay with me. In the next minutes, you will learn a way to pray that does not demand more strength from you. It gives strength back. We confuse rest with inactivity. Biblical rest is trust. In returning and rest, you shall be saved. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. Isaiah 30:15. Prayer is the doorway to that strength, because prayer shifts the weight from your shoulders to His. Maybe you pray, but your heart keeps racing. That's honest. The Psalms start there. David says, I have calmed and quieted my soul. Psalm 131:2. Notice the verb, calmed. He did something. Rest is learned. Like a rhythm, you can learn it too. Here is the first step. Come as you are, not as you should be. Jesus invites the weary and heavy-laden to come to Him, and He gives rest. Matthew 11:28-29. No polished lines required. Begin with a breath and a sentence. Father, I am here. Let your sigh rise as prayer. Romans 8:26. Second, shift from control to surrender. Philippians 4:6-7 is practical, not poetic. In everything by prayer. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Name the fear, thank Him for being near, and hand it over. The peace that surpasses understanding is not fragile. It guards you. Practice this now. Place one worry in your open palm. Say it plainly. Then turn your palm downward as a sign of release. Speak into your hands. This simple embodied prayer trains your nervous system and your spirit together. God made both. Third, create a quiet place. Jesus often withdrew to desolate places to pray. Luke 5:16, Mark 1:35. Choose a chair, a corner, even a parked car. Light a small candle if you like, not as magic, but as reminder, the Lord is my light. Psalm 27:1. Let the setting coach your attention. Use a humble structure. I teach the ABBA pattern. Admit, behold, believe, act. Admit what is true without hiding. Behold who God is. Read a psalm aloud. Believe by agreeing with His promise. Act with one small obedience today. This keeps prayer anchored in reality and hope. Example, admit, I'm anxious about money. Behold, read Psalm 23 slowly. Believe, you prepare a table for me. Act, review one expense and practice generosity with $5. Small acts sow big peace. Faith becomes muscle through repetition. When words run out, pray Scripture. Try Psalm 62:1. For God alone my soul waits in silence. Don't rush the silence. This is not emptiness. It is attentive presence. Silence becomes like a shoreline where waves of worry break and fade. If shame blocks you, hear Hebrews 4:16. Let us then, with confidence, draw near to the throne of grace. Confidence, not because you're impressive, but because Jesus is. He intercedes for you. Romans 8:34. Rest rests on His work, not yours. End this first practice with a short benediction. Lay your hand over your heart and say, the peace of Christ rule in me. Colossians 3:15. The verse says, in your hearts. Praying it personally trains your soul to welcome His rule. Then ask, what one thing will I release today? Write it. Peace grows where prayer becomes specific. This week, try a 7-minute rhythm. 2 minutes of breathing prayer, 3 of Scripture aloud, 2 of silence. Read Psalms 27:62, 131. Repeat daily and notice your inner weather gently. Breathe and listen. Rest grows when you trade hurry for attention. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Stillness is not laziness, it is loyal focus. When you still your body for a minute, your soul remembers who holds you, and fear begins to loosen. Some carry worry like a backpack of bricks. Scripture invites a transfer. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Speak each concern by name, then picture it moving from your hands to his. Simple, honest, slow. Care moves from self-management to God care. Consider Elijah, burned out and hiding. God did not shout, he whispered. 1 Kings 19:11-13. Rest often arrives in a gentle voice. Try this. Lower your volume when you pray. Fewer words, deeper listening. Ask, Lord, what do you want me to know right now? Then wait quietly. Night anxiety is real. Pray Psalm 4:8 over your bed. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Build a pre-sleep liturgy. Dim lights, phone away. 1 psalm aloud. 3 slow breaths with, Jesus, I trust you. Let your room learn peace. Your thoughts shape your rest. Philippians 4:8 trains your focus. True, honorable, just, pure, lovely. Make a list of 2 lovely things from today. Sun on a window, a kind text. Then thank God for them. Gratitude is not denial. It is spiritual nutrition. Peace grows where thanks keeps watch. Some burdens are decisions. James 1:5 promises wisdom to those who ask. Try a wisdom table. Write the decision. List options. Pray over each. Then wait a day. Ask 2 mature believers for counsel. Trust God to steer in motion. Proverbs 3:5-6. Rest deepens when obedience becomes your next step. Anxiety loves tomorrow. Jesus aims your heart at today. Do not be anxious about tomorrow. Matthew 6:34. Practice the today box. List only what belongs to this day and release the rest. When tomorrow intrudes, answer kindly, you do not belong here. Then return to the next faithful task. When weakness scares you, hear the promise to Paul, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Instead of hiding weakness, name it. Ask, how can your power rest on me here? Rest is not your strength. It is his strength resting on you. Pray with your body on a walk. With each step, whisper a breath prayer. Abba, I am yours. Inspired by Jesus' own words in Mark 14:36, it becomes a simple surrender. Pause at a tree, remember the cross. At a stream, remember cleansing. Let creation tutor your prayer. Isaiah 26:3 promises steady peace to the mind stayed on God. If guilt steals rest, take it to the cross. Confess specifically, receive cleansing, 1 John 1:9, and rise forgiven. Then practice restitution if needed, an apology, a repayment, a repaired boundary. Peace follows integrity. John 14:27 is Jesus' gift, not a reward. Receive it like you would receive air. Fully, train your mornings for mercy. Lamentations 3:22-23 says his mercies are new every morning. Before news or messages, read a gospel scene. Watch Jesus touch a leper, calm a storm, feed the hungry. Ask, what do you want to do in me today? Start small. Mercy at dawn steadies noon. Close this practice with trust. Psalm 55:22 says, cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. Place your hand over your calendar and say, Lord, this is yours. Then choose one action. Forgive a debt, take a slow lunch, text encouragement. Rest becomes real when love becomes movement. Rest is not a one-time gift you unwrap. It is a rhythm you must return to daily. Even Jesus prayed again and again, often before dawn or in the night. Mark 1:35, Luke 6:12. If the Son of God sought his Father repeatedly, how much more do we need this rhythm? Rest grows through perseverance, not by accident. Fear will fight your rest. Prayer is your shield. Philippians 4:7 says God's peace will guard your heart and mind. The word suggests soldiers at the gate. Each prayer, even whispered, places watchmen at your thoughts. Fear may knock, but peace stands guard. Do you believe your prayers carry that authority? Some say, I tried praying, but nothing changed. Yet Luke 18:1 teaches to always pray and not lose heart. Jesus tells of a widow who kept coming until justice was done. Perseverance is not wasted breath. It shapes your heart and aligns you to God's timing. Persistence itself is a form of trust. Here is a practical 30-day path. Week 1, pray 5 minutes of silence daily using Psalm 62:1. Week 2, add scripture aloud, Psalms 23 or 27. Week 3, journal one prayer request, noting God's answers. Week 4, pray with a friend once a week. Small steps create deep grooves where peace can flow. Resistance builds when prayer is shared. James 5:16 says, pray for one another that you may be healed. Healing comes not only in body but in mind and memory. Find one trustworthy person. Exchange one burden weekly. Pray simply, Lord, hold us in your peace. Healing grows in shared prayer. Imagine your soul as a garden. Prayer is not only pulling weeds of worry, but planting seeds of praise. Psalm 92:2 models it. To declare your steadfast love in the morning and your faithfulness by night. Morning love, night faithfulness. That rhythm waters the soil until trust blooms naturally. The enemy whispers rest is impossible. Answer with Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you. Write this verse on paper. Tape it near your desk or mirror. Each glance becomes a prayer. Stay my mind on you. Habits anchor peace where feelings waver. Suffering can shake rest. Paul, even in prison, wrote that his chains advanced the gospel and made others bold to speak without fear. Philippians 1:12-14. Later, he reminded believers that the peace of God would guard their hearts, Philippians 4:7, and called them to rejoice always, Philippians 4:4. Even in hardship, joy and peace can stand guard. Rest matures into witness. When your co-workers see calm in crisis, you reflect Christ. When your children see prayer before panic, you shape their faith. Colossians 3:15 urges, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Let that peace govern your inner world, not fear. So here is the challenge. Begin today. Choose one practice, silence, scripture aloud, gratitude, or shared prayer, and give it 30 days. Write what shifts. Ask God to show you rest, not as escape, but as strength. Then share your story. Someone else is waiting to see proof that rest in God is possible through prayer. If this journey stirred something in you, subscribe and turn on notifications. There is more wisdom, more scripture, more life to uncover. And remember, God is not distant from your rest. He is your rest. Walk with him and you will find what your soul longs for. Until next time, go in peace.